What's going on, y'all? Amy, thank you so much for the introduction. And I do want to say, I want to commend all the speakers. I'm in fantastic company, and I'm really inspired and honored to be here amongst all of you. So I'm Pail Berner. I'm the creator and CEO of Feelgoodz flip-flops. We are a brand of all-natural rubber flip-flops, imported from Thailand and distributed across the country, and soon to be in South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and Chile, or Chile, that's how you pronounce it. But I'm not going to talk about that tonight. Actually, I'm going to talk about this. This is what I call the Pail list. Okay, I'm sure all of you out there are familiar with the bucket list, right? It's a list of things to do before you die. So think about the Pail list as a list of things to do in your 20s. And it's a life strategy that I lived in my 20s. And I believe that if you follow it, it'll lead to your passion. And to me, that's what life is all about. So I'm going to take you a little bit through the journey here, okay? So I graduated from Loyola, New Orleans in 2003 in marketing. But to be honest with you, it could have been marine biology. I mean, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. But I had so many things that I was interested in, right? So what I decided to do was write down this list of interests. And upon graduation, I said to myself, you know what, Kyle? The 20s is your time to explore. It's your time to find yourself. It's your time to figure it out. If you go and you scratch off those items on your list, you're going to find your passion. And that's just what I thought. So I graduated. First thing I did was I took a job as a record producer at a local record label here in New Orleans. And I produced 5 compilations from scratch. Blues, funk, and jazz. And it was an amazing experience. So I was able to create something from scratch. Check. The experience there led me to Austin, Texas for South by Southwest Music Festival. As soon as I got to Austin, I totally dug it. And I was like, man, I've got to find a way to come and live here. So I said, okay, I gotta get a job, right? Well, I knew that Dell was headquartered in Austin. So I went out and got a job at Dell. And was able to check off working for corporate America. Now, Dell was cool. I was there for about 9 months or so, but I know y'all do not know me that well, but I'm not a cubicle kind of guy at all, and this was just like cubicles as far as the eye can see, these gray cubicles, and it was just tearing at my soul, right? So one day I got up and left. With no job, which was cool, which is practical, isn't it? And so I went straight to Craigslist. Started looking for jobs on Craigslist. I found this posting for hot dog cart vendor needed. And I thought to myself, this is crazy, right? But this is kind of cool. So I clicked on it and I called this guy and he's like, yeah, you know, he's 81 years old. He's like, I've got these 3 hot dog carts and you know, I've got a couple employees, but I don't want to run it anymore. I need somebody to manage this business for me. And I was like, this is awesome. and you know, I knew that I was going to be able to work outside. I just love being outside in the sun and the fresh air. You know, I just can't be inside. And so I was like, okay, if I go and work this hot dog cart, not only would it be cool and an interesting story to tell one day, but I'll be able to work outside. Check. So that experience is actually, oddly enough, what led me to Thailand. I met this backpacker one day named Luke from Connecticut who traveled around the world. And he told me that his favorite country in the world was Thailand. And he had just gotten back from there. And so I was so inspired by this guy that the night after I met him, I went back to my apartment, put my car up for sale on Craigslist, sold the hot dog cart vending business, and had a one-way ticket bought to Bangkok. Who does that? She does, Ashley, right? Totally does. So in late 2005, that's what I did. I by myself, picked up and went to Thailand, open-ended ticket, traveled around for a couple months, and then didn't want to leave, so I got a job as an English teacher in a village. Experience totally changed my life. I came back to the States, I had this newfound passion for Thailand as an international business. So on a subsequent trip back to Thailand is when the idea for Feelgoodz came about. So, you can actually read that story online, because that's a crazy story just in and of itself. So, what I want to leave you with is this. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that don't know what you want to do after graduation, which is cool, but you're also interested in a lot of things, right? Write those things down, And upon graduation, figure out a way to tap into those interests. Because I believe that if you do, you'll find your passion. And to me, passion is what it's all about. And after you do, I'm telling you, life is on. Thank you.